The stars were endless. They stretched across the sky like a blanket of diamonds, shimmering with a cold, distant light. Captain Elena Rourke stared at them from the viewport of the Aurora, her ship slicing silently through the void. She had seen many stars in her life, but none felt as alive as these. This system was new, uncharted, and full of secrets. "Elena, we're approaching the target planet," said Lieutenant Jaron, her second in command. His voice was calm, but she sensed a hint of excitement. Humans had been exploring new worlds for decades, but the report about this planet had been unusual. Energy readings far beyond anything known, structures that defied human engineering, and something else. Something alive. Elena nodded, gripping the edge of the console. "Keep the shields up. Sensors on full. I don't want any surprises." The planet came into view. A swirl of violet and green clouds, with jagged crystal formations jutting from the surface like teeth. Rivers of glowing liquid wound across the terrain, reflecting the strange light of the three suns above. It was beautiful, terrifying, and unlike anything humans had ever seen. "Landing coordinates locked," Jaron said. "But there's something odd, Captain. Our scans detect a life form. Something humanoid. But energy levels far exceed human limits. It's moving towards our landing site." Elena frowned. She had faced dangerous alien life before, but nothing like this. She straightened her uniform and felt that familiar surge of determination. Humans were explorers, survivors, fighters. No matter what waited on this planet, she would not back down. As the Aurora descended, the wind of the planet hit them like invisible hands. The craft's hull creaked under the pressure, and the crystal formations around them seemed to pulse with light, as if the planet itself was alive. The landing was rough. The ground was uneven, made of a translucent, glass-like material that bent light in strange ways. The crew held onto rails and straps, fighting against the pull of gravity and the strange winds. When the ship finally settled, Elena opened the hatch. The air was breathable, but tinged with a metallic scent. Her boots clicked against the crystalline ground as she stepped out. The light shimmered around her, making her feel both small and unstoppable at the same time. And then she saw her. Standing atop a raised crystal platform was a woman. Tall, graceful, and radiant. Her skin shimmered like liquid silver, and her eyes glowed with golden light. Her hair flowed behind her like a river of energy, and every movement radiated power. Elena instinctively straightened, feeling both awe and challenge. The alien woman's lips curved into a small smile, and then she chuckled. It was soft, amused, and carried an edge of mockery. "You are human," she said, her voice melodic but firm. "Are you going to defeat me?" Elena's pulse quickened, but she did not flinch. She was trained for the unknown, for the impossible. She met the alien's gaze and said, "I will do my best. That is all anyone can do." The alien laughed again, tossing her arms in a gesture of amusement. "Brave, yet fragile. Your kind is curious, but you do not understand the forces you face." Elena felt a spark of anger. The alien was strong, yes, but humans had something no alien had ever truly measured: determination. We adapt, we survive, and we fight for more than ourselves. That is our strength. The alien tilted her head, considering Elena's words. For a moment, the energy around her seemed to pulse faster. Then, she stepped down from the platform, landing with the grace of a predator. "Very well, human. If you wish to test your strength, we shall duel. Do not expect mercy. I won. I won." Elena's heart raced, but her training kicked in. The air around them seemed to thicken as the duel began. Elena noted the alien's stance, perfect balance, every muscle controlled, ready to strike. And then it came. A wave of energy, fast and sharp, that rippled through the ground. Elena leaped aside, barely avoiding it. The crystal beneath her cracked, sending shards into the air. The alien's laugh echoed. "Predictable," she said. She moved again, faster than Elena could track. Elena blocked, dodged, and countered with every skill she had learned over years of training. But this was not a human opponent. Every move Elena made was anticipated. Every step, calculated. And yet, Elena did not falter. Humans had a way of turning weakness into strength. They improvised. They adapted. She used the terrain to her advantage, sliding across reflective surfaces, bouncing off crystals to change angles, and forcing the alien to adjust. Each strike she avoided, each maneuver she pulled, pushed the alien slightly off her rhythm. "You are clever," the alien said, her tone still amused but tinged with surprise. "I expected weakness, not ingenuity." Elena smiled, feeling a small surge of confidence. Cleverness and courage were human traits. If she could endure the first wave, she could find the alien's rhythm and exploit it. The duel continued, the air charged with energy and tension. Shards of crystal floated mid-air from the force of their movements, glowing faintly as if reacting to their struggle. Elena could feel her muscles burn, but she pushed through. Pain was temporary. Pride and determination were permanent. Then came a pause. For a brief moment, neither moved. The alien's golden eyes narrowed. "You fight with spirit, but your body will not withstand this planet's energy for long. Why do you persist? Why do you persist?" Elena breathed heavily but held her ground. "Because humans fight. We do not surrender to fear, to power, to what seems impossible. We fight for survival." The alien considered this. A ripple of energy ran across her body, and she chuckled softly, almost thoughtfully. "Your words are like your strikes. Unpredictable, fascinating." Elena saw an opening. A small misstep in the alien's stance, barely noticeable, but enough. She moved, not with brute force, but with precision and timing. The alien countered, but Elena's maneuver forced her to shift balance, a tiny disruption in perfection. The alien laughed again, this time not mockingly. "Ah, interesting." Elena felt a surge of hope. Perhaps she could do this. Perhaps humans were more than what even the most advanced aliens expected. She remembered the crew, the people who relied on her, the generations of humans who had survived countless dangers and reached the stars. She was not fighting alone. Every move she made was for humanity, its ingenuity, courage, and resilience. The alien raised her arms, energy crackling around her. "Now, human, show me what you are truly made of." Elena's pulse surged. She narrowed her eyes and steadied herself. This was only the beginning. Humans had faced impossible odds before, and they had always risen. She was ready to do it again. The duel was no longer just about strength. It was about willpower, creativity, and spirit. And Elena knew one thing clearly. No matter the odds, humans would not kneel. The alien woman chuckled again, a sound that echoed across the crystalline plains. "Are you going to defeat me?" she asked. Elena tightened her fists, readying herself. "Yes," she said simply. "We will see." And with that, the first sparks of a duel that would shake the planet ignited, marking the beginning of a story that would show the galaxy why humanity was not to be underestimated. The wind swept across the crystalline plains, carrying a strange electric charge that made the hairs on Elena Rourke's arms stand on end. She stood opposite the alien woman, her chest rising and falling with controlled breaths. The alien's golden eyes glimmered with amusement, watching every small movement Elena made. "You have spirit, human," the alien said, her voice like music mixed with steel. But spirit alone will not save you. I am stronger, faster, and more precise than anything your kind has faced. Elena adjusted her stance, her fingers curling around the hilt of her energy blade. Strength is not everything. Strategy, courage, and willpower matter too. She paused. We fight to survive, to adapt, and we always find a way. The alien tilted her head, amused. Very well. Show me then. 1. With a sudden burst, the alien lunged forward. Energy radiated from her body, crackling like lightning. Elena barely leapt back in time, feeling the ground shatter where she had stood. She rolled forward, then sprang back to her feet, keeping her eyes locked on the alien's movements. The duel had begun. Elena quickly realized this was unlike any fight she had faced before. The alien's speed was breathtaking, her attacks precise and relentless. Every strike was calculated to push Elena off balance, and each movement seemed to bend the air around her with energy. But humans had something the alien could not measure: adaptability. She darted sideways, ducking under a sweeping strike, then rolled behind a crystalline pillar, using the reflection to gauge the alien's next move. The alien laughed, a sound that was both amused and approving. Clever. Human. But cleverness alone will not save you. Elena gritted her teeth. It won't be alone. She moved with careful precision, letting her mind work as quickly as her body. Humans had always survived by observing, learning, and exploiting patterns. She noticed that the alien's strikes followed a rhythm, subtle but consistent. That rhythm was her weakness. If Elena could force the alien to break it, she could gain the upper hand. The alien launched another wave of energy, faster this time. Elena dodged, ducked, and rolled. Her every move a combination of skill and instinct. The energy slammed into the crystal pillars, shattering some and sending shards flying. Elena's reflexes were tested to the limit, but she refused to fall back. You are persistent, the alien said, circling her. Most humans would have fled by now. Yet you continue to challenge me. Elena steadied her breathing. Humans are stubborn. We fight for survival. Yes, but also for hope. We fight for each other. For our future. The alien paused, as if considering the words. A ripple of energy pulsed from her body, and Elena felt the hairs on her neck stand on end. Then, the alien smiled. You fight not just with your body, but with your spirit. That intrigues me. Elena's confidence grew. She had something the alien could not anticipate. Ingenuity. Humans were masters of adaptation. She ducked low, rolled forward, and sprang up behind the alien, feinting a strike. The alien moved to counter, but Elena had anticipated it. With a flick of her wrist, she redirected the alien's energy attack toward a crystal wall, causing it to explode in brilliant shards. The alien's eyes widened for a fraction of a second. Impressive, she said. Most would never have thought to use the environment. Elena nodded, breathing heavily. The alien lunged again, faster this time, her movements almost too quick to see. Elena barely blocked, with her energy blade, sparks flying with each contact. The ground shook under their combined power, and shards of crystal floated into the air, glowing faintly from the energy. You are clever, the alien said, her tone tinged with respect. But cleverness alone will not win. You must endure. Can you? I can, Elena replied firmly. Humans endure. We survive, and we fight to win. Not for ourselves, but for everyone who comes after us. The alien paused, as if the words struck something deep within her. Energy rippled across her body, but her movements slowed just slightly. That slight hesitation was enough. Elena noticed it immediately. Humans had always succeeded by noticing what others overlooked. She studied the alien's stance, her breathing, and her subtle shifts in weight. A plan began to form in her mind. She would not defeat the alien with brute force. That would be impossible. But she could outsmart her. Humans had survived countless impossible odds by thinking differently, by seeing opportunities where others saw none. Elena shifted her weight, moving to a higher crystal outcrop. She could see the alien clearly now, her attacks precise and controlled. Elena waited for the right moment, focusing not on defense but on observation. The alien attacked, energy blasting from her hands. Moving in a pattern Elena had already studied. Elena leapt to the side, then rolled behind a crystal, narrowly avoiding a strike that would have thrown her across the field. She could feel the heat of the energy against her back. "You are persistent," the alien said again. "Most would have fallen already. Yet you continue." Elena smiled, even as she felt her muscles burn. "We survive by continuing. We adapt, and we find ways." Another attack came, faster than the previous ones. Elena blocked with her blade, sparks flying. Then she fainted, pretending to be off balance. The alien reacted instantly, attempting to strike her while she was vulnerable. But Elena had planned this. She shifted her weight, redirected the strike, and used the alien's momentum against her. The alien stumbled slightly. Just enough. "You," the alien said, a note of surprise in her voice. "You anticipate everything." Elena took a deep breath, feeling a surge of hope. She was not just fighting for herself now. She was fighting for humanity, proving that even against a superior opponent, humans could adapt, learn, and overcome. The duel continued, each strike more intense than the last. The alien's speed and power were unmatched, but Elena's ingenuity, courage, and endurance allowed her to stay in the fight. Humans had always been underestimated by stronger species, yet they had always survived. Elena's mind raced. She needed to find a true opening. She watched the alien closely, noting how her attacks began to show a tiny flaw, a slight pause after each powerful strike. Humans would call it a rhythm, and all creatures, no matter how strong, had rhythm. Elena made her move. She feigned exhaustion, lowering her blade slightly and breathing heavily. The alien laughed, sensing weakness. "Finally, a human who admits defeat," she said, her golden eyes gleaming. Elena held her stance, her mind calm. The alien lunged, energy crackling, expecting an easy strike. But Elena anticipated it. She sidestepped at the last second, letting the alien's attack pass harmlessly. Using the momentum, she swept low, forcing the alien to step back and regain balance. For a moment, neither moved. Sparks floated in the air, and the crystal planes shimmered with the energy of the duel. Elena's chest heaved, but her eyes burned with determination. The alien tilted her head, a hint of admiration in her expression. "You are different. Most humans would not last this long, yet you endure, fight, and adapt." Elena wiped sweat from her brow. "Humans survive because we never stop trying. We are not the strongest. We are not the fastest, but we are clever, brave, and determined." The alien's golden eyes glowed brighter. "Perhaps there is more to your kind than I thought. Very well, human. Let us continue. Show me everything you have." Elena nodded, feeling a renewed sense of purpose. The duel was far from over, but she had proven something already. Humans could endure, humans could adapt, and humans would never give up. As the alien lunged again, Elena braced herself. She would meet every strike with courage, every move with strategy, and every challenge with determination. The duel was no longer just a fight. It was a test of spirit, of ingenuity, and of what it truly meant to be human. The alien woman chuckled, her voice echoing across the plains. Are you truly going to defeat me, human? Elena smiled, tightening her grip on her blade. We'll see, she said simply. And with that, the battle continued. A dance of power, wit, and endurance that would shape the future, not just for Elena, but for all of humanity. The first sparks of understanding had begun. The alien had underestimated humans, but Elena was determined to show her species' true strength. And she would not stop until the alien understood one undeniable truth. Humans never surrender.